right, welcome back to another edition of the SingleTrack Session, number 42. Once again, 22nd Street Trailhead, Studio 78. And it feels like we're in an oven.
Getting close.
Man, I don't like the heat. We're going to start recording these at like 5 a.m.
No, we got other stuff to do.
Man.
Like run.
Yeah, but this is hot.
This ain't nothing.
Sitting in a bus.
Nothing compared to what Turtle's experiencing down in St. George.
Well, I mean, I've been seeing some of the heat wave across the Phoenix, and someone posted they were in Palm Springs with 119. And I thought, what's the deal, man? Like, why does the house just not catch on fire, right?
No.
The sun's hot.
It is hot.
So, yeah, we're back, 42. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Plus some predictions.
Right.
We'll kick off just, again, thanks Michael Lehman down in San Diego with the Trail Initiative.
Yep.
Joel had him on the horn this past week for episode 88.
Right.
Ocho. Cool thing Mike's got going on down there.
He does.
Like to see that catch on. We've talked with Logan Ledford here locally. He's been doing it for a while as well.
Right.
But it's just really cool. It's things everybody can do on their own. You don't need to, really do much. Just
pick
bend
up
down
some
and
trash.
get some ab work, right?
That's right.
Pick up, bend with your knees. Then the next show we got next week, you also had someone on the phone.
Yeah, Dr. Heilman.
Dr. Chris Heilman about the psychology of recovery.
Yeah, lots of good tidbits in there. I'm excited for this show.
Yeah, so that'll be a really good one. That was kind of brought on by a friend of ours, Curtis Thompson, who's got his own little Achilles. He had Achilles surgery this year.
Ankle repair,
Achilles. Yeah. He had a whole little
poor guy.
RoboCop going on down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just was like, "Hey, I'd like to see you guys talk to somebody." So Joel reached out, found an expert.
Yeah, she's pretty smart lady.
Yeah, so if you had any issues with recovery, as far as injuries go, psychology of that, how to wrap your brain around it, how to deal with it, you definitely want to listen to 89 next week.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And then let's start again. El Vaquero's sold out. We're getting messages on that.
Right.
However.
Yes.
However, I know there's one entry left.
There's one ticket left for that race.
And it happens to be something we have access to.
We do.
So we will be launching a contest next Thursday.
Okay.
To say how you can get the last entry to El Vaquero Loco.
And we haven't clarified this yet. If you're already in the race, can you win this ticket?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say no to.
Nope. If you're in the race, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
From Ty.
Yeah.
This is for the slackers.
Are those people that didn't realize how cool this race was?
Or didn't realize that races fill up.
Yeah.
Or maybe they weren't sure they'd be ready to run it. And all of a sudden they're like, man, I wish I would have registered now because I've been logging the miles.
That's right. It's 25K or 50K.
Yep. And we're going to be there.
We'll be there.
So next Thursday, tune in. We will have a contest for a ticket to El Vaquero Loco.
Yes.
It's hot.
It is
hot item.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and start with Bighorn. Talk about the Bighorn race a little bit.
The big wet.
The big muddy horn.
That's right.
I've been trying to read as much as I can on it. It's always been on my bucket list. I've had some friends go up.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't pick this year to do the race. Now I could be wrong with all the numbers because that's happened before.
I don't think so. Not this time.
But I think there were 375 people registered for all the races.
Right.
200 people either DNF'd or DNS'd.
Yeah.
Right?
Like you said this morning, they got off the bus and they said, screw this, I am not racing.
Yeah, I read some blog reports and social media stuff. People saying, yeah, I watch people literally get off the bus for the 50K, 50 mile, whatever, walk up to the race director and hand them their bib number and turn around and get right back on the bus.
Yep.
They were like, yeah, that ain't happening
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
And a lot of DNFs. Just a brutal course.
I know.
Saw a picture. AJW said he had a concussion and finished the race.
Slipped and bunked his head.
So gnarly stuff.
Wow.
But, just and then it's kind of interesting with, so the women, we're not going to go down everything, but the 100-mile race, Amanda Taglio from Wyoming She won.
Right.
So she kept it in state. Lee Connor took second. Jenny Capel third.
Right.
For the men.
Yeah.
4-way tie for first place.
4 dudes working it out.
4 dudes. Andrew Skirka, Alex Ho, Aric Lepuma, and Brian Ostrick.
Yeah.
Decided to finish together. Work together.
Yeah.
Helped each other out.
Mm-hmm.
4, I've seen 2 holding hands, doing their thing, Hard Rock last year.
Yeah.
4 dudes just saying, you know what? We helped each other out. We'll all finish first.
There's nothing wrong with that weather.
No. And there was some social media buzz on that. People saying, "Oh, how lame," and then a lot of people.
They weren't there,
Yeah, they weren't there.
They weren't there. They didn't know what the conditions were.
Yep, slipping and sliding.
Yeah,
and
being
safety,
cold.
being out in the middle of nowhere by
Exactly.
yourself. So they took it in their own hands to be safe. You got Andrew Skirka with you too, man. So you're
Come on, that dude's just the most solid of anybody.
Yeah, you want to hang with that guy in sketchy
exactly.
conditions,
Yep.
right? But yeah, congratulations to everybody who, just showed up to that one, right?
Anybody that showed up, started, and finished.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
If you showed up and you dropped out, no shame.
Yeah, just hopefully you got to run in or
Yeah, you get a nice little train run.
yeah, checked out Rushmore or
There you
did
go.
a mud bath, whatever. But yeah, kind of crazy stuff going on.
I know. But on the flip side of that, we had Bryce.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Just a state or 2 away.
Yeah.
You had the Bryce race, and people were like, it was surface of the sun hot.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
It is.
But another just killer.
There's not many places to hide down there.
There's not.
On that course.
Mm-mm.
And that course is so challenging because it just rolls. You can't get into a rhythm.
No. And then the fact of all the heat.
Yeah. You're up high in the elevation too.
And I didn't confirm the numbers, but what did we hear? Like for all the races, what did we hear the numbers were for this race?
Boy, I'm not sure. I think somebody said it was 1,200.
Man.
Which is a lot.
But
then we start thinking about how many different races they have. That's like
400 a race,
300
right?
a race, which is not too bad. But still, that's quite a bit.
But when you add it all together,
yeah.
Because I went down there the first year, and the location isn't huge, right? Like
no.
The hotels, the places to eat. Just that first
Right.
year, we couldn't find somewhere to eat after the race. It was like everything was like, oh, you got to wait an hour and a half.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to get a rabbit.
Yeah,
You just throw it on the grill.
We go across the street and have one of the little gems.
Yeah, right.
One of the geodes.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, that's crazy. That's just the growth of those ultra adventure races, and kind of brings up the question: what's too big, especially for places like that?
I think that's too many.
I do. I would rather run up where we're going this weekend and start with 26 people.
Yeah.
Than 400, 500, 600.
Well,
whatever.
think about Wasatch has 350, something like that.
If everybody starts.
Yeah, I think they got 350 or something like that. So it's comparable,
yeah.
right? Except for Bryce, you've got 3 or 4 other distances. I can't remember, and each one of those has 300 to 400 in it.
Yeah,
that makes the finish area at the Rubies
packed.
A little too busy.
Well, now you got crew, families, friends.
Yeah, exactly.
All the people that are finishing because it's the same location. Aid stations is,
yeah, I'd be interested to see how they handle the aid stations because the aid stations there are not easy to get to.
Can you imagine how much ice they would have needed for that race? Just for
I bet you they didn't have any ice.
God,
there was no way you can get the ice in some of those aid stations.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, anyway, big weekend there with some big races, and there's a lot. Again,
River of No Return was last weekend.
River No Return.
I guess that was harsh.
Yeah.
Just condition wise.
Yep. Looks like a fun course. A lot of different races. Broken Arrow Sky Race was going on. So yeah, there's a lot of races, but I just thought it was interesting with the weather at Bighorn compared to the weather at Bryce.
Oh yeah.
Plus, the whole 4 guys finishing. Never seen that before.
Yeah,
right?
I'm okay with that.
Hope they could all fit on that podium top.
Yeah, exactly.
Onto each other.
They're gonna split the prize up.
There you go. Each get $1.50.
Yeah.
And then big week this weekend.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yep.
Me and Joel are going to be up in Lander with Gabe Joyce.
That's the big weekend right there.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Last I looked, 26 people starting the 50K.
Heck yeah.
I'm hoping to finish top 25.
Yep, me too.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
But then let's name some races. Logan Peak, Jim Skaggs has a race going. They're going to have to reroute some of that because there's some of that white stuff still there.
No, is he going to reroute it? I thought he was going to do it.
I think he last said he may have to in a couple spots because
really?
Because he went up and marked it and he was taking photos of down trees and just some gnarliness.
Oh, good.
So I think they're going to have to change it a little bit.
Okay, but they're still going to the peak, right?
I didn't read that far.
All right.
I got tired.
Yeah.
Big words and stuff. Let's see, what else is this? You got Black Hills is going on this weekend.
Oh, that one looks pretty interesting.
It does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then there's another race in California that draws some attention. Western States.
Yeah.
Heard of that one?
I'm excited for that.
And so we'll touch on this for a little bit here. And there's something me and Joel talked about on a run this morning I was not aware of because I've never run Western. I've paced it, but I didn't really read about it because I didn't really care. Right? Like I didn't read the runner's guide. There's something in my car.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
I don't know. I can't tell. I got earphones on.
Oh, you do?
Headphones on, so I can't hear as well as you. It's like a raccoon under my car.
Yeah.
Shoot. What's it doing? What is that?
That makes me nervous.
Okay. If we catch on fire, let's jump out.
All right.
Yeah, no poles and no traction devices for your shoes.
Right. Yeah. No poles, no spikes.
And a lot of people weren't aware of that because they just probably assumed, like most races, you just kind of get there. But they have it right in their rules. It's not new. It's been there.
Yeah.
But it did cause quite a stir on social media of a lot of people not understanding or not. Oh, they weren't aware of it.
They weren't aware of it, I think. And then maybe they're like, well, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's just their rules.
That's their rules, and that's the race. Read the rule book.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
I imagine after you get done with that first climb, you probably, I don't know if you're going to need your spikes anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the course is like, but it'll be interesting to see. Because, like you mentioned on the run this morning, people were digging out to get to an aid station, the road. So there's snow on the course.
There's going to be some snow on the course.
Plus, you know it's going to be hot.
Oh, it's going to be so hot.
So it's going to be challenging, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to really be on top of your game that day.
Right.
You know, as far as your nutrition and hydration goes, I think. To really put in that honest effort. So,
well, I think that the crew will be able to get to the aid stations later on in the race.
Yeah.
So that probably won't be too much of an issue. I hope not.
And then as we talked about last week on the show, me and Joel are going to have a little competition here.
Right.
We're going to do our top 3 men and women, and we want everybody to chime in. So if you have your top 3 in order, comment on the website.
Yep.
On the website, not the Facebook post.
No.
Because that'll get lost.
Yeah.
Put it on the website. Top 3 men, top 3 women. If you nail it, okay, and let's just say this, there's going to be a prize given away to one person. So if there's more than one person that gets that right,
we will cut in half.
We will do a drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, a drawing. Or, you know, whoever's closest. If you can't get all 3, we'll do a point system. We'll figure it out. There's going to be a winner. So post your top 3 men, your top 3 women at Western States. You don't need to put the time. Top 3 of each, and put it on the post for this episode, SingleTrack Session 42, on the TrailManners.com website. Pretty straightforward. We good there?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
So Joel's looking at his phone. He hasn't done his predictions yet. I've done some studying, some algorithms.
No, I've
some
done
spreadsheets.
it. I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anybody.
Made some phone calls, made some text messages to some of the runners.
Right.
Got them on the phone, made sure they were doing okay. Reached out to their doctors, their physical therapists, their yogis, everybody. Right. And so here's my pick. And how I did this, and it's hard for me because when I went to college in Oregon, I'd go to the dog track. My friends took me to the dog racing track. Never been there from Utah. We don't have such a thing.
No.
Hey, let's go to the dog track. So I'd go, and you bet, same thing. It's like horse race bets, and I've never been to a horse race. But how I would pick my dogs is right before the race, they would walk them in front of the people. Right? Yeah. On leash with their number on, and the dogs would walk.
Yeah.
I had criteria for how I'd pick my dog. I'd obviously look at the name. That's important to me if they had a cool name.
Yep.
I'd also look at their number. Number 8 was my favorite, so number 8 was always in my top 3.
Yeah.
Always. But I always bet on the ones that would poop or pee as they were walking by everybody.
Okay.
To me, it's like, all right, man.
It's go time.
It's go time. We got to get ready to roll. And the best part is they'd have like high school kids walking the dogs.
Yeah.
And when they would stop to use the bathroom, the kids would just get like over embarrassed. Kind of look up at the sky. Like, oh, my dog's duking right in front of like hundreds of people. That's how I'd always pick I'd look at the number, the name, if they did their business, and then if they were jumpy. Oh, if they were jumpy and kind of top edge. 3, always top 3. Because I'm like, this dog is on pre-race. He's amped up.
He's on pre-race.
He's ready to roll, right?
First endurance pre-race.
Yeah. There's a wasp by you, so you know. So here we go. For my women, let's start with the ladies.
Yeah, let's do.
So here's my ladies in order: 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Casey Lichtig will be number 1.
Right.
For the ladies.
Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Camille Herron.
Oh. Okay.
Number 3. Magda Boulet.
Wow.
That's my top 3.
Okay.
No honorable mentions. No, the top 3 locked and loaded.
All right.
Joel's turn. That's
All
my
right.
3. So I got Casey, Camille, and Magda.
All right. So I've got Casey at number 1.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, I got E.O. Wang.
Shoot. That's a good one.
Number 3, I got Stephanie Howe.
Woo.
Or Stephanie Violet now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Camille Herron would have been top 3 if she had not raced that 50-miler 2 weeks ago.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Shoot.
she crushed
Did she?
this 50-miler in South Africa a couple
The
weeks
comrades?
ago. Yeah.
Okay, I did
She
see
won
that. Yeah, I
that.
saw that.
So between running that and traveling, I think that's going to take its effect on her.
And I think she's 2 because I think that's in, where's that one? That's in Africa. Where's Comrades at?
Comrades in South Africa.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of. Anyway, I heard they've got some really good witch doctors over there.
Uh-oh.
So I think she probably hooked up with a witch doctor afterwards and
could have.
got the
Yeah.
whole.
Got the soreness out of her. Yeah.
Exactly. You know.
I need some of that.
Okay, so I got Casey, Camille, Magda. You got Casey, Yao, and Steph.
I do. That's my top 3.
Okay, there we go.
Magda is just on the cusp, right?
She's hit or miss with me. If she nails it,
yeah, she's gonna nail it, right?
And I think she's gonna nail it because she's gonna have Stroop waffles.
We'll see. I mean, she's fit. I don't think she's raced a whole bunch this year.
I think she's doing that on purpose.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think if you compare the men's and the women's, I think the women's, like we've talked about, there's more potential to go top 5.
Yep.
They're going to finish
like 20 deep.
They're going to finish closer together than the guys will.
Yeah.
I think the guys are just going to blow each other up.
Okay. All right, so that's our top 3. Remember, you can play along at home. Joel, I'm going to let you start with the men.
All right, so number 1 is Walmsley. It's his race to lose.
Okay.
Number 2 is Browning.
Okay.
And number 3 is Mako.
Okay.
Yeah. Browning, he's looking fit, man. I think he's going to pull number 2 just because he's smart.
He's going to pull a number 2.
He's going to pull number 2.
That's what the dogs used to do at the racetrack.
That's right.
All right, so my top 3, I'm doing the newcomer, little-known Jim Walmsley is number 1. We had this conversation this morning.
Right.
But
you're nervous. You're a little scared.
I'm nervous. I have a right to be.
You think he's doing too much this week?
I'm very logical.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's racing, but he's got, like, appearances, photo shoots, launches. He's interviewing on a pod. I think he's busy, which might be good with his nerves. But I can't imagine the pressure. Like, you have to be a certain mindset.
Right.
Talent-wise, run-wise, whatever, he's the man.
Nobody can match him.
Right? But I don't know him. And I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people that are listening go, oh, yeah, he's a stud.
Right.
But, man, I can't imagine the pressure he's under for 1 year. It's been a year.
I know.
Right? So he's been under pressure since a year.
Yep.
It's not like the last 2 weeks. It's like you took a wrong turn, you're going to get the course record course record, wrong turn. It's a year he's had to deal with that.
Right.
And he's dealt with it well, don't get me wrong. I think he's dealt with it really well.
Yeah.
Like crushing everything else.
Everything else he's won.
But I was on the fence there.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even going to, he was either going to be first or not in my top 5.
Oh,
that's where he was going to be in my realm.
You thought he was going to fall off top 10, huh?
Yeah, because I don't know how well he handles like a serious
if he hits
bonk.
like a serious low spot.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know.
I think he's going to be fast enough that he can take a 2-hour nap at that serious low spot and still win.
Okay. Well, I got him number 1 still.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb.
That's a safe bet right there.
Yeah. Number 2, Ian Sharman.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think he's been quiet.
Well, he has.
He's a coach.
Yeah. He's been busy coaching.
And he's smart.
Yeah.
Not that no one else is, don't get me wrong. I just had a feeling with Ian Sharman.
All right. I like to see
and he's
that.
British.
Okay, so the accent's going to help.
It's got to help, right?
Yeah.
Number 3 is where I struggled. I have 4 names right here for number 3.
You
I know I picked
one.
I got that. But I'm just doing it on the spot here. I still don't know. Okay, I got Jim 1, Ian Sharman 2.
Right.
And the Swede number 3.
Oh, really?
Elov.
You think so?
I do.
I think he's talented enough, but I don't know how well he's going to do with the heat.
Yeah, I don't either. Maybe.
So we'll see.
But I have Jeff at number 3.
Yeah.
Like right now on my paper.
Right.
And then I've got like three names under him: Mako.
Oh yeah.
The Swede, and Avery Collins.
I had Avery Collins was number 4 for me.
Okay, so he's tied for the 4th role area.
I had Avery. I'd like to see him do well.
So I got...
Because I know that's going to cause a big stink.
I got Elov instead of Jeff.
Do you?
And I really like Jeff there because he has been running good, and he's been kind of quiet.
He has.
But he's also got some personal things he's been going on in his life.
Yeah, we've talked about that. We're a little concerned about that.
So, yep, that's me. Ian, 2, Elov, the Swede, 3rd. And I know that's a reach, but you got to go big.
You do. You got to take a chance sometimes.
And that's my chance. I'm betting on the Swede.
Right.
The Swedish meatball, baby. So, yeah, now it's up to you guys. Okay, top 3 men, top 3 women on the Facebook or not the – here I go. The website post.
Yes.
So, I think it's going to be interesting. Me and Joel, we're going to have to run fast so we can get back to the park.
Yeah.
And Gabe Joyce better have a cell tower brought in.
He better.
To Lander, Wyoming, or wherever the hell we're at.
I will skip the massage for the cell tower.
Is there a massage?
There better be.
I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, because I want to track this. Because okay, let me ask you this.
Okay, so
there's a big old wasp back there behind your head.
Is he?
So let me ask you this. What is your, I know it's Walmsley, but what do you think a winning time is going to be? Course record's like 14 and change.
So I don't know how much snow is going to be up high. I think that's what's going to slow them down. I don't know if he has the patience to get through the snow and doesn't try to like run crazy fast after that.
Yeah.
Then he should be able to go under 14, I think.
Joel just killed a wasp on my window. Oh, kind of. Don't back it over here. So you're thinking, so realistically you're saying 14?
So what's the old record?
I thought it was 14:24. I don't have it.
Yeah, something like that. So he can go like 13:50, which would be insane.
Timothy Olson has the record.
Yeah. I think the record's going to fall this year.
Okay, so
let's say that.
Okay.
And then if he can run consistent, I think he can go under 14, 13:50, something. Okay. That'd be amazing. I think there's going to be a handful of guys that go under 16.
I was going to say, I'm saying 5 or 6 under 16.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah, for sure. There's enough talent there to go under 16.
Well, they're going to be pushing themselves.
Definitely. After they get through the high country, then it's like game on.
And it's going to be a smart race, right?
Yeah, you've got to play it smart.
Because you got to let Jim go.
You got to let him go. You really don't want to be trying to chase him down.
No. So
I can see like Elov trying to chase him down.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know if Mako's got the legs right now because he's raced too much, to be honest. I don't know if nobody else has got the speed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen firsthand the video and just what it looked like.
Exactly.
And
that is pretty much his normal training.
Yeah, that's his day.
Yeah, that's his normal day.
Yeah, I think you let him go. It's kind of a battle for second.
At this point,
really,
it is. Yep.
And I hate to say that because I think those guys are, those names we're naming, Elovs and Brownings, they're going in to win.
They are.
Right? You don't go in, I'm going to take second. They're going in to win, but they're going to have a day.
They're going to have to
realistically, they're going to have to hope Jim doesn't.
The day of their lives.
Yeah, right? Which would be good. If someone else wins,
I'll be excited.
That would be killer, right?
I know.
At the same time. And I like all the guys we just mentioned.
Oh, I know. They're all good guys.
Just good people, good guys. And the gals, same thing.
I'm probably more excited for the women's race than the men's race.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much more potential for top 5.
And you get the top 10 get a return, so the potential for next year's race is even bigger.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because the top 10 men and women are going to be ridiculous, stacked.
Yep.
And then you got a whole year for people to earn an entry and
right.
get drawn out. So next year could even be bigger than this year.
Oh, for
as
sure.
As far as the talent goes.
We've only mentioned the handful of people there. If you go like 20 deep on men's and women's side,
you'll know the people.
It's crazy the talent that's there.
The resume,
and
second here, first here, second here,
it's nuts.
So that'll be pretty solid this weekend.
I'm excited. That's more motivation to finish up that race over in Sinks Canyon at a faster clip than what Ultra Signup has predicted. So I can get my phone, right?
Let's see where you're at.
Yeah, because I can carry my phone on the course.
Yeah,
but then I'll get distracted. Right?
I just want to take pictures.
Yeah.
That's what I'm taking mine for.
I don't do that very much anymore.
I don't either, but I don't know if I'll ever get back here.
A race course.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even I take my phone on training runs and rarely take photos because I'm too tired to get my phone out.
Yeah.
But, anyway, going to be a fun weekend.
It will be.
Ultra Sign Up has us in the 9:30, 9:40 range for this 50K.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and just beat Ultra Sign Up.
I think so. That's my goal, too.
And if I do, it'd put me in the top, 15.
I know. That'd be nice.
I'd be okay with that. It could be my highest ranked place ever just because there's only 26 people. Even if I finish 26, it's probably the highest I've ever been in any race.
Exactly,
so
right?
I'm good either way. It's got to finish. Let's just say that. It's got to finish.
I think that's important, to finish, and hopefully he's got that cell tower so we can
log in
real quick.
Go
get on Twitter
Wi-Fi,
real fast and
check out what iRunFar's got cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you got to figure the coverage is going to be huge. Not just iRunFar. There's so many people going to be there.
Yeah, there's several film crews there.
Yep.
Oh man.
So anyway, don't forget, you want to enter this one. This will be fun. I'm interested to see what other people have.
Yeah.
Right? And if you don't pick Jim, I'm interested to see what you got.
I know. You might win just because you didn't pick
Exactly.
Jim.
It's like the NCAA. Everybody picks Duke or Kentucky, and if they don't win, it's the guy that picked Butler or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to bring this up because this is interesting because we made a post on it too. Me and Joel were running, I don't know, one of the days. We had a big week. We had tapered, so we did 56 miles last week before our race, right?
Right. Over the weekend, we did 42 miles just on 3 days.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah.
But we had a conversation, and I said to Joel, Joel, we got in this game in our area pretty early, right?
Yeah.
Like, when I say early, I mean before it got boomed, 9 years ago, whatever it was, as far as the trail running goes.
Yeah.
And I said, it's interesting to see the tree.
Right.
Because in sports, they talk the coaching tree.
Right.
This is the head coach, and these were his assistants, and then they went and kicked butt, and then there's assistants.
Right.
I thought, it'd be cool to see is people that you got into running and then who they got into running.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mid-level marketing scheme,
It is. Yeah, it's like the pyramid, right?
Yeah. And so I posted yesterday or the other day on Facebook and said, who got you in? Do you remember? Or your first trail run? And it was interesting to see who got who and then who they got. And it was pretty cool. So I don't know. Stop and just think about that for a minute about your tree.
Yeah.
Where you fall in your tree, who got you into it, and then who you've inspired or who you've helped along the way, and then who they've helped.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I think it's really cool. I was just sitting there thinking about it, and I thought that's kind of interesting. So anyway, just more stuff we talk about on the trail.
When we can.
When we're not.
There was not a whole lot of talking last weekend.
Yeah, Joel we were clipping along. I said, Joel, I don't got a 7:30 pace on this downhill again. He goes, oh, neither do I. We start running. I look down, I'm like, that's a 7:30, Jack.
No, it was, damn. When I run this slow, my body hurts. And you're like, oh, we're doing 8:40 pace right now.
Yeah, and that's after 3 days and not many miles. Joel's like, yeah, we go this slow. It hurts. I'm like, dude, we're like a sub-9 on a downhill. It was a kind of a flat-ish area. And I'm like, this is like mile, 38 in 3 days, and we're not ready for that. And I've had one Stroop waffle for the whole weekend. And that was pretty funny, though. That's a good time. See what else we got here. So, we'll be up there. Where your feet take you, right?
Yeah.
Killer ones. We had this might have been one of the harder times we've had. We've said that before, but I think people are getting better and there's more people.
Yeah.
Newer ones, fresher spots.
Right, which we like to see. A lot came from races, though.
Yeah, because we had Bryce. There's quite a few. And congratulations to the people posting their first 100, their first 50K, their first 50 miles.
Yeah.
So cool to see.
Especially on a hard course.
Yeah. And then we had, River of No Return. There were quite a few.
Yep.
But let's just say our buddy Lee Moss has been disqualified this week. He's our first disqualified participant because he posted a picture of a rattlesnake.
Yeah. Nope, not allowed to do that. You didn't know that, but
now you do.
Now you do.
We have stipulations.
Yeah, no rattlesnake pictures.
You can post them, but you're not going to be in the running.
Yeah.
So anyway, who was our winner this week? Do you remember off the top of your head? Since we just talked about it right before we launched the show here, start talking.
We got to pull up our phones again.
I'm on it. My phone's working. Oh, it sent me back to my homepage.
Bob McAllister, right? Oh, it sent me back to my homepage too.
I think it was. He was at River of No. There was a few of River of No Return, and there was a lot of good ones. Got some hoodoos and Bryce, sunsets.
I thought you were gonna say hookers.
Yeah, that's when you're fishing. They're just,
when you're fishing.
Yeah, that's what they call them, the hookers with the hook mouth.
I've never heard that before.
You haven't? Oh yeah. If you're a fisherman, you know what I'm talking about.
I grew up fishing.
Yeah, there's shirts. I have a shirt.
It
says nice hooker, and it's got a brown trout with a hook mouth, a little hook jaw. It's like bottom hook.
That was before social media.
Yeah, because they would have owned that hashtag at the time. Let's see I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm almost there.
Buried. It's way down low.
There were some good
who was
ones,
second?
man. Trey Schmidt was nice.
Nick Peterson was.
Yeah, that sunset.
Yeah, so we were trying to choose between Nick Peterson and I think Bob.
There it is, Bob McAllister.
So Bob won, though.
That was beauty. And I love wildflowers.
Mm-hmm.
And that was loaded. But there were some fun ones, man. Peter Cameron stayed local, had like some pictures of bulls in the background.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny. Lane Bird, Calf Creek Falls.
Yeah. Maria Bradley over in Bryce. That was her first 100. Congratulations.
Trey Schmidt with his dog in California. That was super cool.
That was good. Alex Terrell. Bryce, 50K.
How about the spooky one from John DeMartin?
Yeah, that one was rad. I like that one.
Super cool, like the fog through the trees.
Yeah, Chris Raver down Bryce.
Oh, that was so cool with the green and the hoodoo-ish.
Steve England, looks like he was Eastern Divide Ultra 50K in Virginia.
Paige Farnham, her very first 50K, and she did the River of No Return for her first one. So that's a tough one.
Hard. Cameron Kershaw, unfortunately, was that bighorn.
Yeah.
Suffering.
Yeah, there's some good ones, man.
Jesus Cabrera.
Double Dipsy. Yeah, so
Amber Lee, Whitmire.
Simon Hodgson, what a beautiful bus that was at Orange.
Yeah, poor Simon ripped his ass off.
I know. I did. He's like, yeah.
That's how those Aussies. I mean, they
don't know when to stop.
They don't know when to stop.
Until it falls off.
He was leg pressing like a whale, right?
Yeah. And trying to push it back in the water.
Yeah, and he's
laying on his back.
His ass cheek fell off.
Laying on his back.
He's like, no problems, fellas. I'll be back soon. He's
no big deal.
He's like stitching it on himself.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
I got my Rambo knife. There's a little
got my Rambo knife
suture kit in the handle.
Because all people from Australia have a Rambo knife.
They should. Because it's cool.
Yeah. That's like saying all Americans should have guns,
Well, I'd never say that.
Yeah.
But Rambo knives. I had a Rambo knife when I was a
kid.
kid.
Too. Of course, I wanted one. All kids should.
That was super cool.
Have one or bug their parents to want one, except for my son.
It was never sharp, but it was cool.
Oh, mine was so sharp.
Was it? Mine was
I imagined it was sharp.
Yeah. Mine wasn't. I couldn't even cut my finger off. So, yeah, great ones. I got a picture. I even got a picture of Joel Dabin.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even recognize until.
Smelling the stank meter on that one, man.
I just was like, I'm taking a photo, and Missy Jackson, totally guilty of doing that.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. And let's get into some Strava week. Some new names on the leaderboard. 3 different people.
Was it us?
Yeah, nope.
Damn.
We were like 20th.
Really?
Which isn't bad. There's like over 200 people.
Oh.
But there was a few 100-mile people.
So we're actually in the top 20 of something.
Yeah, we were.
All right.
For mileage. So this week, distance-wise, goes to John Paul Ogden. Nice name, by the way. We have John Paul.
JP.
Yeah. 113.9 miles.
Gosh.
And there was somebody else with 109 or something.
Wow.
So, yeah, John Paul, 113.9. Run time was Maria Bradley in 30:53.
Wow.
And I think she had the other 100-mile week.
Right.
And then climbing goes to Brian Kulmo, 20,331.
Right on.
So, awesome week. I did notice somebody on our Strava group had, I don't know, 70, 80, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 miles, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. And their vert was 1,400 feet.
That's solid.
That's flat, like all week, right?
Oh, 1,400.
1,400 feet in like 60, 70 miles.
Oh.
So that's just like running flat.
Yuck.
Right? Yeah, that's not my game. But it was interesting to see because I was scrolling down, seeing all these big elevation numbers in the high, and it was like, boop. Well, that was a weird noise. But yeah, it dropped down. So
we had some decent elevation, didn't we?
Nah, we didn't break 10.
What?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Sorry to tell you that. Yeah.
All right. We got to fix that.
Yeah, maybe after July.
After Beaverhead.
Yeah, we're tapering, but we're like increasing our mileage.
We're tapering right into Beaverhead.
It's like all those things you read. Don't increase your mileage more than 10%.
Yeah,
the week before.
We increased it by like 90.
We went 0 to like 38 to 56.
Yeah. This week's going to be 60 probably.
Easy. Yeah. Well, not easy because we only had 7 today. We got a race. There's 40. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I can't do much more this week, man. My legs are cooked.
They are, aren't
we
they?
went for that run this morning, and I'm like, yeah, there's not a lot of strength in these.
No.
They're
no tender bits.
Yeah, so, and I don't have you got a massage in already.
I know.
Let's see, I think that's really out. Turtle Tracker last we saw was about 156.
Yeah, he's Still running.
Yeah, he's still running. Still posted a picture of being in the desert.
Poor guy.
So, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got other than kind of the normal cleaning up is don't forget your swagging rights.
Yes.
Hoodies. That sale is over.
It's over.
And so those are going to be placed. So we'll be expecting those the first week of July.
Yeah.
That's our goal. That's our goal.
I think with the holiday, we need to have a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not everybody works in. So, yeah, those are done. Buffs are still there. We've seen a lot of buffs online. People wearing those. Perfect time of year for those. Dip them in the creek on your hot runs. Throw them on your forehead. Put them around your neck.
Yep.
Whatever you need to do. So there's those. We had one new iTunes review.
I saw that.
Yeah. So we got those increasing, so we appreciate that. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of that we had this week. Other than it's getting hot, man.
It is.
I'm about ready to go to the local run shop and see if they have some Goo Ginger Ale or Tutti Frutti to try.
I'm looking forward to the ginger ale.
I want to try some new flavors.
Yeah.
Just ordered me some more Stroop waffles.
Yep.
So
those are tasty
digging
too.
Those bad rock stars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's season for squeaky cheeks. By the way, people, it's the season right now. It's like in season.
Yeah, I use it every time I go for a run. I dump it in my shorts.
Yeah.
But I also use Squirrel's nut butter, so I doubled up.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, squirrels. I had to use it because I chafed hard the other day on one of our runs.
You're nurple.
Man, well, that too. I had those, and I just bought some of those nipple guards.
Yeah.
I've never had them, never tried them, but I'm going to try some.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out all the stops.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put that on. I'm going to lather it with squirrel's nut butter, and then I'm going to sprinkle squeaky cheeks on top of that. It's going to be like a
double dipping
7-bean dip for the nip. You know what I mean? It's
Ooh.
going to have it all.
We need that's our hashtag, by the way. 7-bean dip for the nip.
That's right,
man.
That
is our hashtag.
It's just hot. Chafing season, man.
Well, you just got to get used to it.
And I'm not.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I'm not.
Your body takes a while to get used to it. But every time I go for runs, I got the bottle of Squeaky Cheeks, goes right in the shorts.
Yep.
And then while the shorts are down by the ankles, I get the squirrel's nut butter out, lather up the boys and the other parts.
Get the creases and the nooks
That's
and crannies.
right.
Yeah.
And then we're good to go.
It's go time.
Yeah, I don't use it on my feet anymore.
I'll use it on long runs on my feet, the Squeaky Cheeks, as powder.
Yeah.
I'll use that when I know I'm going for a long run. But I think I'm pretty good without blisters. Of course, I haven't done anything over 50 miles for a while.
Right.
But with the shoes and sock combo, my feet are pretty tough. I don't get pedicures. I think we're good there.
Yeah, I think that this weekend I'm not gonna do anything new.
Yeah.
Well, I say that now, but
yeah, until you show up.
So
Check this out.
Yeah, exactly.
Try
I'm gonna try this. I'm the ultimate N of one.
And we're also trying some new nutrition.
Oh yeah, we got some new gels.
Some new gels we're going to give a test drive on that look pretty good.
They look tasty.
I hope they're good because
that's all we're taking for this weekend.
Right? And I'm excited about it, right? So they better be good.
That's right. We're going all in on the taste testing this weekend.
That's right. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Don't forget to get your swagging rights.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's that time of year. Don't forget next week we will have an El Vaquero contest for the one ticket that's remaining.
Yeah, so if you want one or you know somebody wants a ticket, you got to listen next Thursday.
Yep. We should just do it for the Western States contest.
No, we need a little bit more build-up if we can.
And we need a different contest.
Yeah, we do.
Some other ideas.
Right.
So, yeah, don't forget about that because you'll want to go. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of TrailManners people there.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. So, and don't forget your 50/50 water bottles. We just sold another orange
Those
one.
look good.
I just have
Holy
mine
cow.
here, but for this time of year, it keeps it nice and cold.
It
for
does.
How hot it gets outside.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to stick with that. But, tune in next week, recovery.
Next week's a good week. You know, we have
psychology.
the recovery psychology.
We're going to be covering
That's
Western
a great
States.
show. Yeah.
We're going to give you the rundown to let you know what kind of race director Gabe Joyce is since he
Yeah.
invented trail running.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope he's got this dialed in.
If he's got the cell tower, he wins.
It's that's
Straight up.
for the win.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it for this edition, number 42. And don't forget to leave your comments for the contest on trailmanners.com, not the Facebook page. Top 3 men, top 3 women, 1 winner.
Yeah.
Announced next week.
SingleTrack Session number 42.